To counter some possible concerns you might feel about humility, let us play a game called Humble Bingo. Please transcribe all your concerns about humility, specifically what you feel might be the main drawbacks or challenges that very humble people may experience, and the benefits that narcissistic people may experience. Here are the concerns that people often raise. Decide whether your concerns roughly overlap with one or more of these examples. If so, significant research has challenged these concerns. So to illustrate, when you were children, how many people here wanted to be a rock star, model, doctor, or prime minister? And how many people wanted to be a despondent person sitting in the corner, disheartened by the futility of life, the realization they will most likely die without really shaping the world? Oh, nobody. So you might feel that humility, or an awareness that we are not really special, might dash our dreams. But actually, humble people can fantasize too. They can imagine themselves achieving a special feat in the future. And these fantasies can be inspiring. When people daydream about the future, they often solve problems more effectively. So even if humble, you can still imagine yourself as a Superman or a Wonder Woman. But the difference is that humble people can activate or can deactivate these fantasies when needed. In contrast, narcissistic individuals often fuse their perception of themselves with these fantasies. They really believe they're special on some level. And therefore, they can become very hostile or distressed when this perception of themselves is not recognized. Now, the second concern that people raise about humility revolves around confidence. And that is that individuals often assume that narcissistic people can seem more confident and credible, inspiring staff, impressing investors, and thriving during negotiations. But actually, narcissistic people are less confident. To demonstrate, please visualize the 3 letters of the alphabet that you like the least. Now visualize your 3 favorite letters. Strangely enough, how you feel about letters, and specifically initials, often represent how you really feel about yourself. People who really like their initials tend to perceive themselves as fundamentally worthy, and people who don't like their initials are more likely to perceive themselves as fundamentally unworthy. Now, admittedly, if your initials are BO, you may not be so enamored with these letters. My initials, fortunately, are S&M, which I really like for some reason. But generally, although not invariably, narcissistic people tend to perceive themselves as fundamentally unworthy. Although they may proclaim they are confident and special, they often feel fragile on some level. Indeed, as research shows, if they believe they are connected to a lie detector, they often concede they feel unworthy and inferior. And because of this fragility, narcissistic individuals frequently seem defensive. In contrast, humble people generally seem poised. Specifically, humble people have often questioned their assumptions and integrated diverse perspectives, and so their opinions are informed rather than fragile, manifesting as conviction rather than vulnerability. In addition, humble people embrace feedback, so they learn from other people and events not only about their limitations and shortcomings, but also about their strengths and talents. They are therefore more aware of their capabilities than people who are not humble.